Hey guys, it's Aislinn, and in today's video, we're going to be trying some colors from Kiss. Pretty sure one of you guys recommended for me to try these, and I actually had never heard of these before. This is the Kiss Colors & Care Express Semi-Permanent Color. It is basically the exact same thing as Adore from what I've heard. So the packaging is kind of similar too. If you didn't know, Kiss's packaging, like the standard color, is in more of like a larger container and it has a little nozzle on it. I actually love their original packaging, so this is different packaging and it says Express on it. I don't know if this is just new packaging or if it's just a whole different color line. I'm pretty sure it's a whole different color line. At the bottom it says highly pigmented vivid color, excellent gray coverage, no ammonia, no peroxide. I found these on Amazon and they retail for about the same as Adore. These were $6.20 roughly per thing. So I went ahead and I picked all the natural colors out because obviously I am very interested in natural browns, coppers, platinums, blacks. I'm really trying to find some good semi-permanent natural colors. So let's run through all the different shades I got. The first shade I got is Platinum Gray. The next shade is Cinnamon. Then we have Black Cherry, Darkest Brown, Black, and Jet Black. So we have two new black colors we're going to try today, and that's semi-permanent. I'm going to be trying all these colors on platinum swatches as well as like a medium toned brown shade. I know a lot of these colors are meant to be used to refresh or dye brown hair. However, because they are semi-permanent, you can use them on whatever level you want to, just so your end results are going to vary based on the level you put the color on. Basically, you literally just apply it on your hair. It says process for 25 minutes. For best results, you may need to process 5 to 10 minutes more. They're specifying for like gray hair, you might need to process a little bit more. So let's go ahead and start swatching these. All right, let's go in with the first shade, which is that Platinum Gray. All right, let's pop this open and squeeze it on. Oh, yes, the exact same as Adore. This is so much darker though than I thought it would be. It's definitely like a highly pigmented version of Kiss Color. All right, let's work this one into the hair. Very, very blue toned. Oh my, it's like a dolphin blue. It's very, very blue toned. Sorry guys, give me 1 second. I apologize. My cat had diarrhea, had to wipe her butt, whole thing. Okay, back to this. So the consistency is literally identical to Adore hair color. It soaks into the hair really easily. A lot of the time these colors are a little bit more difficult to remove because they are so liquidy. They suck into the hair really well. Makes it super easy for saturation though. You really don't have to work very hard to get the color into the hair. Look how dark this platinum shade is. It is like extremely dark. Next up is Cinnamon. All right, let's see how coppery this one is. Let's work this one in. You guys can see the consistency is like that jelly consistency. This one's a really pretty shade though. Oh my gosh, this is like a gorgeous copper. I'm really excited to see what this looks like on that brown swatch. I think it's going to just like amplify the brown hair and make it more of like a coppery brown. We are gonna try to remove these out of the hair today to see what happens. These are really, really reminding me of the Adore natural colors that I swatched before. So we'll see if there's any difference when we try to remove them because the Adore ones were like impossible to remove and they lifted like crazy colors like neon pink and orange and red. So we'll see if these are like pretty much the exact same or if they lift out of the hair a little bit differently. Next up is Black Cherry. I'm curious how red this one's gonna be. Okay, it doesn't look that red yet, but we'll spread it out and see. It doesn't look that red. These do have a fragrance to them. I can't tell you exactly what it smells like right now because honestly all I'm smelling is cat shit. But give me like 10 minutes for the room to clear out and the load to, you know, lessen, and I'll try and put my finger on the smell. I will say they aren't as fragranced as the Adore hair color. Those ones smell pretty strong like grapefruit. I don't think the fragrance that's in this is as intense as the Adore ones, but I definitely am smelling something other than shit. I'm excited to see this one rinsed out because it doesn't look that cherry, but I guess black cherry, it's more of like a cola color. So I'm excited to see what this one looks like rinsed out. It's like a cherry Dr. Pepper. Going in with Darkest Brown. I'm curious about the undertones of this one. All right, let's see. Ooh, I see. Oh, geez, oh Pete. I see straight up green. Are you kidding me? This is like straight up seaweed, baby. I mean, it's a unique color green, but gosh dang now. That is, I don't see brown anywhere. Is the brown in the room with us? Because all I'm seeing is straight up green. It's not looking like the color on the bottle, but we'll see when we rinse it off. You guys know these shades can look different when they're on the hair, and then when you rinse them off, they can definitely look different. So we'll see what happens with the brown swatch. I'm guessing it's going to be like a really neutral color. Obviously, the blonde swatch is going to be green. Moving on to the black colors. The first one is just regular black. All right, let's see the undertones of the black. Curious what the black undertones are versus the Oh, this is jet black. I accidentally just put jet black on this, so I'm gonna change the label on this one real quick. No biggie, we're just gonna put jet. And we're gonna do, it's 99. And then we're gonna switch this one to just regular black. I don't know if it was 89, it's 98, oops. 98. There we go. No harm, no foul. It's all good. All right, so this is the jet black. Glad I was able to fix that real quick. Yes, I am curious to see the different undertones in the jet black versus the regular black. So this one, I'm definitely seeing some purple undertones, which I love. I love a semi-permanent black that has those purpley undertones. I'd much rather have that than green or blue. So we'll see what it looks like on that blonde swatch once we rinse it off to see like the real undertones of it. But right now I'm seeing black with a little hint of purple. All right, now we're going in with the black color. So let's see the undertones. Okay, this one is definitely more of that greeny undertone, whereas the jet black was purple. This one is definitely green, if you guys can't tell. It has pretty heavy green undertone, just like the brown did. All right, let me try and smell these now. They don't smell very good. They smell like alcohol and kind of like cleaning products, but not like a good lemony clean, like almost like a hospital smell to me. That's what it smells like. So they do have a fragrance, but the good thing is it's not as intense as Adore is. So it's like a mild fragrance. It's not like super, super fragranted. Fragranted, is that a word? I don't know, but they don't smell super strong is what I'm trying to say. All right, time to let these sit 25 minutes and I will be right back so we can see what the color looks like rinsed off, and then we're gonna try and remove the color out of the hair. We're back, let me show you the results. All right, here they are. Some of them are really pretty, other ones are a little bit weird. So here's the platinum gray, which is definitely not gray. It's more of like a periwinkle, but I will say it is an absolutely gorgeous color. If you like periwinkle or like lavender hair, this one is so pretty. The cinnamon and black cherry, I'm a little obsessed with these. These look so beautiful on blonde hair and on the brown hair. You guys can see, oh, it's such a beautiful copper shade. I absolutely love this color. Same thing with the cherry. It's beautiful on the blonde and on the brown hair. So beautiful and shiny. These colors really do make your hair very shiny and soft. On to the darkest brown. Very, very odd. It's green. I will say that the brown swatch is pretty though. It's just more of like a neutrally ashy color. So this one is beautiful on brown hair if you want more of a neutral ash, but obviously don't recommend putting it on blonde hair or anything that's really lighter than this swatch was. The jet black is actually really pretty. It's a really nice jet black shade. On the brown swatch, it's actually not as dark as it is on the blonde swatch. And then for the regular black shade, again, it has a green undertone. And I feel like the darkest brown almost did a better job of making it more ashy. On the brown swatch, these two look almost identical. They're not that much different. So if you want an ashy, darker brown color, use either of these. And then both of these have green undertones. I just wanted to show you guys real quick on my phone. You can really see the green undertones on my phone better than you can on that camera, but here's what they look like on my phone. Again, such a beautiful periwinkle lavender. I went ahead and mixed up some bleach-based color remover. Let's go ahead and apply it halfway down and see what happens. Again, I do not have the highest hopes for these because I've used shades similar to this with Adore. I've done this exact same thing. I've used Color Oops on them. I've used this exact same color remover I'm using right now. I've done both, and the only thing that seemed to get out the more natural shades from Adore is using a bleach-based color remover and using Color Oops. Using both of them definitely is the best method to get them out. If you dye your hair and you hate it and you want them out, that's the only way I found that really budges the color. If you just jump in with a bleach-based color remover or Color Oops, you're kind of gonna get bizarre results using either of those. So the only thing I found is to use both. Go in with Color Oops and then use a bleach-based color remover. That tends to work the best. I am so interested to see if these lift just like the Adore ones do. If these lift to like neon pink and neon red and neon yellow, like really bizarre colors, I would bet that these are like manufactured at the same place. We're gonna see how they lift, but like the colors are pretty much identical to the Adore ones. So again, very, very curious on what we're gonna end up with here. All right, I'm gonna cover them, let them sit 20 to 30 minutes, and I'll be right back so we can see if any of them come out of the hair or we get some really weird, bizarre results. All right, we're back after the color remover. Let me show you what they look like. All right, here they are. Let's run through them. The platinum came right out of the hair. This is such a beautiful periwinkle lavender color. So if you're looking for a really inexpensive, beautiful lavender periwinkle that will come out of the hair instantly, definitely check out this shade because it is so pretty. The cinnamon and the black cherry had similar lifting results. They are pretty orange. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's just like straight orange on the ends here. It's not as neon as Adore's color, but it's still pretty vibrant. And then the three darker shades all lifted to like a yellowy golden color, like literally black and yellow, black and yellow. Like these three swatches are all like black and yellow. We got a lot of different results here. Overall, these ones definitely lift out better than the Adore ones do. They still don't lift out all the way, but in comparison to the way Adore shades lift out of the hair to like the neon orange and pink and red, these ones are definitely a safer bet. So if you love the Adore formulation, you love their colors, but you hate how difficult it is to remove, I would try these ones. Again, although they didn't come all the way out of the hair, you're getting more of the color out of the hair than with Adore, which changes just crazy different colors when you try to remove them. So I would definitely check these ones out if you do love Adore hair color. I will leave these linked in the description down below for you guys. They have more colors than what I showed here. I just grabbed the natural shades I saw. That is all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to check out my Instagram. The link to that is in the description down below. I post way more of my everyday life on there. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.